Hello, good morning. In continuation to the yesterday's discussion on acquisition of lands or any constructed buildings or structures on the land alone or land with building, are partly the building and partly the land. All combinations are possible in acquisition. And while you acquire, the government acquires the land, the owner of the land will be given due compensation considering all aspects, and a suitable compensation in terms of money will be given to the owner, and a notice will be issued giving a deadline for evacuating the place. And once all acquisitions are over, either building owners giving the land as per the notice, or after arbitrations, once acquisition process is over, then the road construction process, a sequential project management and road construction activity will be taken on. Even though you say technically the acquisition, taking away the land or piece of land from the owner, as far as the owner is concerned, the property of the land is a sentimental attachment to the owner. There is an emotional aspect hidden which cannot be overlooked once the acquisition process is on. Anybody will have an emotional attachment towards the property which they would have got on their hard-earned money, or from ancestral property they would have got, whatever it may be, they will have a sentimental attachment towards the property. That cannot be evaluated or that cannot be weighed in terms of money. This is the actual problem in acquisition. You would have seen on either side of the highway, both sides, you can see so many amputated buildings. The facades, the front portion of the building will be totally cut and only a piece or part of the remaining. It is a pity. So at least the persons who are giving the land have to be viewed with gratitude, with appreciation and acknowledgement, because rehabilitation for them will be very costly, or continuing in the remaining part after acquisition will not be that much comfortable. Whatever it may be, their living standards considerably gets reduced. So during the process of compensation, all these will have to be taken into account. If the people are willing to shell out the whole land with building, usually the persons who are taking away the land and the owner will be asked to demolish the building, some cases. Then for the demolishing charges also will be accounted while fixing up the compensation. If the owner demolishes part of the building or the full building, suitable compensation for demolishing also has to be taken care of. Because for road, only the land is repaired, not the building. But it is a very emotional situation. But people who are coming forward, those who are residing near the chosen alignment, fortunately, once the alignment, like we say that it should be technologically brilliant, but emotionally it may not be that much satisfactory. But it is an eventuality, and during the process of compensation, the social engineering will come into picture, humanitarian considerations will come into picture. Sometimes a colony itself have to be shifted. Whole colony, the people from the colony completely they have to go. At that time, just to see the panicky, and they have to completely see another land where they have to start from the scrap. Get a land, dwell. Sometimes all of them cannot again dwell together. They will sometimes staggered or scattered. So that relationship you have to encounter and you have to accommodate while the compensation is given. That is the emotional aspect of it. There is one technical aspect of it. Once a piece or a portion of the land is acquired, there may be a remaining portion of the land left there, either with the owner or the firm, and that land cannot be utilized either for cultivation or for any development. The land may not be having the required space, or it may not be conducive for construction, and it may not be, the irrigation facility may not be there by which water will not come to that area, by which agriculture may not be possible, because it has been amputated from the rest of the land. That type of land is called landlocked land. Landlocked land is a type of land where nothing, no development is possible, and the land is locked. So if an owner is having a land locked of that type, he has to be given compensation for that. He may be owning the land and getting a compensation, or he will shell out that land also and get a suitable compensation. So landlocked land obviously will come when the stretch of the alignment is very long. Then you will have so many places where so many demolitions will take place. Demolition of structures, demolition of buildings. Sometimes you may have to cut through the rock. If the alignment crosses a rock, then you have to cut through the rock. The process of cutting through the rock is known as tunneling. That is known as tunneling. Tunneling is an involved process, starting from the geological aspect of the rock. Tunneling is a geological study first, then only you can go to the civil engineering aspect of it. How tunneling, what is the process of tunneling depends on the geological investigation of the rock, which has to be pierced into, and you go to the other end of the rock. So pierced in the rock from one end to the other, just to facilitate the alignment to pass through the rock, is called tunneling. The first daylight or the sun's ray come at the other end of the tunnel will be the joyous moment for the project team who have involved in the construction of the tunnel. It's a involved, very technically, highly technically competent persons. High mechanizations involve high mechanization, precision, accuracy, as far as the civil engineering practice of tunneling is concerned. There is a stream in civil engineering known as tunnel engineering. So you have in Kudiram now you have two tunnels, pair of tunnels. Once the tunnels are realized, You can imagine the comfort of travel. This side of the tunnel, the rock to the other end. There will be several advantages once both the tunnels are operative. So it's a challenge of drilling the tunnels. Then once the tunnels are driven and the constructions are over, the alignment goes through the tunnel and you have an approach road at the entry and approach road at the exit. If you have a pair of tunnel, one will be to one direction, the other will be the other direction. And you have to light and ventilate the tunnel. If the tunnel is passing through kilometers, then you have to ventilate the tunnel, you have to light the tunnel. From Pune to Bombay, when you go that tunnel, you will be just traveling on dark. So, a lot of risk is involved in constructing a tunnel. So, once the tunnel is evolved, then constructing other appurtenances on a road, such as bridges, such as crossways, such as aqueducts sometimes, some cross drainage works. All those things are comparatively easy compared to the construction of a tunnel. Tunnel is the toughest. Then once the alignment is over and the acquisition process are over, after, if with or without arbitrations, then the process of construction of road takes place. So road is a general term for facilitating transportation. But the structural name of a road is called pavement. P-A-V-E-M-E-N-T. Pavement. Structurally, a road is called pavement. There are two types of pavements. One is called the flexible pavement and another is called the rigid pavement. Two types of pavements are there. One is the flexible pavement, another is a rigid pavement. Nowadays, a combination of these two. Some stretch of the road will be flexible, some other stretch will be rigid. A hybrid, a combination of the flexible and rigid pavement. So flexible pavement, rigid pavement, a combination of these two, a hybrid pavement. A pavement is constructed on the base of the earth or a rock. The base of the rock or whatever it may be, that base layer of the pavement, the bottommost layer of the pavement is called formation. So that formation is the first thing to be evolved, then only you can construct the pavement. You have to structurally design a pavement. There's a separate stream in civil engineering known as pavement design and soil stabilization. Pavement design and soil stabilization. So this pavement, the formation will be curved. If the formation curved and all the subsequent top layers are curved, that type of road is called macadam roads. Macadam roads. If the formation is straight and all other layers are parallel to the formation which is straight, only the riding surface, only the road surface is curved, then that type of construction is called Telford construction. All straight and the topmost layer is curved. It's called Telford construction. But in common, the macadam constructions are in practice. Generally, macadam construction is in practice and roads are always called macadam. Macadam named after the person who has evolved a type of flexible pavement where all the layers will be parallel to each other with the required cross curvature from the formation subsequent layers too. That is called macadam type of roads. We will continue tomorrow. Thank you. God bless.